So today we're going to take a look at making Schoology quizzes. So here I am at Schoology.com and I'm going to log in. And I'm going to find the course that I want to make the quiz in. So this is our training course. And I'm going to make you all administrators. So right now, when we look at the members of this course, the only administrators are Dennis and myself. We have the little crowns next to our names, but you're all going to be administrators so that you can all make a test in the same folder. So let's take a look at the materials. It's in session 3 that we're going to be working. And here you'll be making a test in a folder. So I'll call this folder Sample Schoology Quizzes. So now inside this folder, I'm going to add a material, and I'm adding a test or a quiz. And I'm going to make this test or quiz 2 points. And this is sample ELA questions. And these are going to be multiple choice. So I'm going to press Create. And so for the first question, I'm going to choose multiple choice. I have something over here that I've copied from MCAS. And I tend to like 14-point typeset. I'm going to put the answers, and 12 points is the automatic default, but I change everything to 14. So you have to go in individually and change those to 14. I know the correct answer is D for this one. So see how when you want to change your text, you click on that little pencil and it allows you to change the formatting. I know D is the correct answer, so I click on that. And if I had more than 4 choices, I could add a choice here or remove blanks. And this one is going to be worth 1 point. So there's my first question. And then my second question, another multiple choice question. Notice the bold of what I'm trying to do. And here, I'll put in my options. I really love Schoology quizzes because they're automatically corrected. You have data on students on how well they're getting the concepts and how well they're meeting the standards. You can map each one of these to standards. If I knew the English standards well enough, I'd do that, but at least I'll show you where in just a second. And then once this is done, you can share this test with your resources. You can copy this test to another class. It's really easy. And this one is dried out. And this one is worth 1 point. Okay, so I'm going to create this question. Now, if I go back over here to the first question, let's say I knew which standard that it mapped to. Down at the bottom, under Options, this is where you're going to go to Common Core, you're going to go to ELA, we'll go over to grade 9 to 10 language arts, and you'll go into whichever standard it is. And I'm not sure which standard this would be, likely vocabulary. And you find the standard that it is. I'm just going to click on one, and I know that's not the standard, but I'll do it just for the sake of showing you how that works. And now you see that particular question maps to that standard, which is nice. All right, so before I save this test, we're going to go over to Settings. You will notice the default is that this is disabled, so we want to enable it. I typically don't give it a due date. I just keep it as enabled. There is no time limit on this. I like to give kids more than one try, but in your case, you may only like to give them one try. Randomizing order is good in case a kid is sitting next to somebody else and you don't want them to just copy letters A, B, C, and D. I like them to be able to review the question before they submit. If they step away and go to the bathroom and come back, I want them to be able to log on where they left off. And I like them to look at what they submitted. So then I save the changes. And that is my quiz, my ELA questions, which are multiple choice. So if you want to look at what it looks like from a kid's point of view, you won't be able to answer this, but at least this is what the test looks like. I can see that there's a space here that I don't necessarily like, so little things like that kind of bug me, so I like to fix them. I'll just pull that space out of there. I edited the question. And I save it. And because you're all so-called students in my class, the results will be here, and it will tell me what your grade was on this little test, and I can look at your individual attempts as well. So there we have multiple choice items.